So today, there was a court proceeding that happened today, the 30th of July 2025. It was between MK Party as an applicant and versus the president and Mchunu, to be specific. Okay, there were people in between, but these are the three main players. So there are things that have emerged out of that. One of them is when the judge says, I agree with you, Dalimbov. The president is wrong. People were excited. But the other is the following. You know, Dalimbov says something very interesting. And he proves this point that we proved. Because from the 7th of July 2025, we've been telling you that the ANC has no intention of firing the minister. So the second point relates exactly to that. And that is, the ANC has no intention of firing Minister Mchunu. Listen to the arguments made in court. The arguments made in court is that the president will wait for the outcome of the commission of inquiry. Pending such outcome, that's when he will decide whether or not he will fire Minister Mchunu. But Advocate Dalimbov then brings something very interesting to prove that Ramaphosa is lying. I can't wait to see the judgment. I cannot wait to see the judgment. Because the closing remarks from the Advocate Dalimbov says it all. Well, I've got these two videos that I need to play. But I need to remind you, all of this started by Mkhwanazi, when he revealed that the minister lied and implicated the minister in the process. So, this is where General Senzo Mkhwanazi implicated the minister. Here.
On the 5th of March 2025, the South African police appeared before the Portfolio Committee in Parliament. A presentation was made to this Portfolio Committee by the Provincial Commission of KwaZulu-Natal, which included the allegations of an associate of the Minister of Police, Mr. Brown Mokgotsi. The minister denied on record. Go and Google a visual presentation to the Portfolio Committee on the 5th of March this year, towards the end of that briefing, where the Minister of Police responded and he said he does not know this Mr. Brown Mokgotsi. He said that in Parliament. However, the minister confirmed that he knows this Mr. Brown Mokgotsi during a telephone conversation that he had, which was posted on X under the handler at Load Care. This was on the 30th of March, where he confirmed that this was his comrade from Northwest. The conversation between the minister and that lady is available. You can go on X and find it on the 30th. If it has been removed from that account, as we finish this briefing, I'll share that with you.
So, as a result of this, then we are where we are. Now that you understand that, it then takes us to the following. It takes us to where it takes us to this part where even the judge, he's like, I got to write Judge Justice Mtombo, yeah. He agrees with Advocate therefore and say, I fully agree with you. So you have the suspended minister, Mchunu, acting minister, Mantashe, incoming acting minister, Kracha, scratch out here. So you've got 3 people. In fact, even if you remove Kotamantash, you still have 2 people in one position. Why don't we get Minister suspended, Mkhunu, fully suspended, no benefits, nothing. Then we take that money and we pay the acting one. But nonetheless, this is where the judge agree with Mpofu here.
Is actually doing the right thing, that no president in his right mind would appoint an acting minister from outside the cabinet in terms of 93(1)(c). We agree.
It is wrong.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Please. So, right after agreeing with Advocate Dalimpofu, I'm going to go to the point where the closing remarks, because wow. But I also want to insert the video where Advocate Senior Mpofu was speaking about the fact that the use of public power. Number one, the point that he's making is that power must be used circumspectly. Well, circumspectly, yeah. Cautiously. Power must be used responsibly, but also within the confines of the law. It doesn't mean that just because you've got power, you now have unlimited power where you can do whatever you think. Doesn't work like that. Not on planet Earth. Not here. You must be held accountable. Somewhere, somehow, one way or the other, you should be held accountable. And when I say fully, I mean every 2 cents of the word. I fully concur with the idea that if you can give a police officer an unlimited power, guess what? He's going to arrest people who doesn't feel them. He's going to arrest people who, when you disagree with his wife, he's going to arrest you because, he's got power. So power must be exercised within confines. You know what I'm saying? This is what he said. He said that here.
Which says that a fatally tainted process renders the decision irrational. And this is what is said in that paragraph. Our president is never at large to exercise power that has not been duly assigned. So that's a rehash of the factual statement. And then Mkhwanazi CJ went on to say, crucially, public power must always be exercised within constitutional bounds and in the best interest of all our people. Always we talk about this rationality in these dry technical terms, but that qualification that for it to be rational, it must also be in the best interest of our people is often forgotten. And in the context of this case, that raises a few rhetorical questions. Is it in the best interest of our people that we have yet another multi-billion commission which may or may not yield any outcomes? So that, as I will demonstrate, the community and the public can be sanitized and numbed into forgetting. By the time the commission report comes in 3-4 years' time, everyone would have forgotten what the issues are. Is that in the best interest of our people? Is it in the best interest of our people to have 2 ministers holding effectively the same portfolio, being paid over the next 3-4 years, 2 salaries, one sitting at home doing nothing, the other one acting in his place? can that ever conceivably be in the best interest of our people? And more closer to home, is it in the best interest of the people to have the president doing all these maneuvers of this one is acting, this one is now acting in the place of the one who's acting, to the extent that as we're standing here now, we have 3 ministers of police. One in his absence, in the leave of absence, the other one acting in the place of the acting one.
Now, there comes this point. Advocate Dalimpofu, SC, argued this point very nicely, very articulate, and say, Ramaphosa said he is waiting for the state capture. He says Ramaphosa, after the state capture report on the Zondo Commission, there was a recommendation. One of the person that was supposed to have faced criminal things is Gwede Mantashe. But not only did Gwede Mantashe get a position as a petroleum minister of resources, but is now an acting minister and has also been an acting president in this country. So then Gwede Mantashe says, Dalimpofu says, but do you see that these commissions do nothing? Ramaphosa is a hypocrite because he did not arrest people who were fingered to have participated in criminal activities. The outcome of the Zondo Commission told us that please do something about this. What did he do? Nothing. So right now, what he's doing, he's buying time. While he keeps Mchunu there where he's getting paid, he's getting the blue light, he's getting everything, all the benefit, he's keeping him there so he can cool down everybody. Then later on he will bring back Mchunu. That's what he's doing. I like this. Advocate Dalimpofu uses the Zondo Commission and say, look at what happened there. Who was prosecuted by Ramaphosa there? Why do you think that now he's going to do it? Okay, he's going to change. He said it here.
In fact, not only has Minister Mantashe been appointed as Minister of Minerals and Energy, and now appointed as acting Minister of Police, he has even been promoted to acting president recently. So if you do wrong and you are found by a commission to have possible criminal liability, not only are you not going to be punished, but you are going to be promoted, probably. What is that? We cannot, this president, I know he can do no wrong, is the super saint. But there has to come a time in this country where we must say, this far and no more. You cannot have a president who's going to come to this court and say, in open court, daylight, I am waiting for these things to be tested so that I can possibly dismiss. When all the evidence shows that with Minister Mantashe, with Zizi Kodwa, with Deputy Minister Mahlobo, all the people who were implicated in the Zondo Commission have been appointed by him. Now,
we told you, this is the ANC. We told you that the ANC, specifically Ramaphosa, he feels that he owes this man, Mr. Mchunu, is the one who sealed the Phala thing. He's the one who sealed it. So somehow he feels obligated. He feels like he owes him. He will never just throw him like that. So we knew that the ANC is going to try and protect one another. It's just a given thing. It is now happening here. Ramaphosa is trying by all means on, This man is trying with all of his powers to shield Mchunu and allow you guys to calm down. When you would have came down, then you will bring Mchunu into the position. That is what you are saying. Which commission has ever worked? Which one? Where you say, yeah, when this commission produced 1, 2, 3, and 4, which one? Nothing, right? So Ramaphosa knows that. He knows that commissions are never effective. That's why Parliament says, nope, we need to do our own investigation, which is different from the Commission of Inquiry. And they also said, look, Mkhwanazi must continue arresting people if ever there are criminal cases. The commission should not stop him from that. The very same people that would have been arrested by Mkhwanazi will also go to the commission and account, because they know that the best way to manipulate this is to use this commission.